Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? 6:39 a.m. here in San Antonio, Texas, and it feels great. Anyway, how y'all doing? Making another little morning chit chat video. One because it feels so great outside. I think it's supposed to rain. If you want to have a little weather chit chat, I think it's supposed to rain this week. Chances of rain all this week, and Tracy works at Michael's this week. She sent us her work schedule, but don't worry, I didn't forget to post it. I just didn't post it on Twitter, but in case you were wondering about that, she has sent me her work schedule and all for all this week. So, according to Tracy's Michael's work schedule, I'll be here all week. I'm sorry, it's a little dark over here. I certainly don't mind, even though the quality of the video, but you know, I have a feeling y'all don't watch my videos to watch me specifically. I have a feeling my vibes are not really there. Anyway, good morning. How y'all doing? Another day, another dollar. Feels great out here. I have not been studying Texas politics, like I said I would. I plan to do that, especially I guess with Operation Lone Star. So that should be fun. Tracy has her Michael's schedule. I think she works like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or something like that. And I guess I'll start with Operation Lone Star. Say what's considered open border policies and what's considered closed border policies. And stuff like that. Anyway, made it to the end of the back alley. Got new neighbors. So, both ends of the back alley are covered. Because y'all know there's usually cars at the other end of the back alley. Y'all know that, right? So. I haven't seen them though. I saw people unloading their moving truck. But other than that, I haven't seen anybody comings and goings of somebody who lives in a house. How about you? Anyway, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. One second. There he goes, little Benjo. Feels nice out here, but maybe he could use this sweater. I don't know. Anyway, still got the cord over there. Y'all see that? The cord is still there. I'm not over here. Congratulations on buying a house. I think you have Google Fiber. I'm not sure though. Don't ask me. Anyway, kind of relaxing day yesterday I had. Relaxing Sunday. Excuse me. But I'm ready to be productive today. They must have forgot I live over there. Or maybe they didn't forget I lived over there and that's why they drove there. I don't know. Anyway, back at it here in the little neighborhood. So, yeah. Where my husband has not forgotten about me. I don't know if you know this. He hasn't forgotten about me. And, you know that I know, you know, he hasn't. So, there's that. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. Is what I'm gonna do. This video, it being 5.5 minutes long already. All opinions are my own. There's no paid advertising, paid opinions, or anything like that. At least not yet. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten that that's always an option. You know, when I get out of this neighborhood, would be my guess. Anyway. Yeah, so one of my goals is Operation Lone Star this week. It's going to be rainy, so obviously the zoo, which is usually where I go now, back in, what was it, 2022, 2023, I would go all over San Antonio. I was like, you know, this is going to be like one of the last times I'm going to be able to be walking around San Antonio like this. You know, for many reasons, right? I have a lot to look forward to, and stuff like that. But I've gained walkable knowledge of downtown San Antonio, so that's a plus. And I don't really do that much anymore. But all I really do is go to the zoo, I guess is what I'm saying, which is probably like the #1 zoo in the country. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you forgot. I don't know if that's something you can fix. You know, from what I'm seeing, probably the #1 zoo in the country. So there's that. Okay, there are a lot. Nobody's recognized me. So, and that's always been really confusing for me. Being out of the public square and everything. Probably don't recognize me. I've really never quite understood that. Other than it's a mixed bag. Anyway, it's supposed to rain, so my plans of running and going to the zoo might be thwarted. But other than that, not a lot of what I can predict now as stressors for me this week. So just to let y'all know, I've got that. People haven't recognized me about town, and or at least told me as such. There might have been several paparazzi photos. I don't know. I think for the most part people like me in San Antonio, and they don't like Ron Nirenberg. That's just my guess. And that's because Tracy is such a fan of his. That's why I guess that. Anyway, here's another cord. Oh my god, 1 second. Banjo took off after a cat. Anyway, the cordons here. Oh, you can't tell. You can't tell. The cordons before the mailbox is on Honey Creek. So anyway, yeah, I guess a pleasant week so far. The only stressors are, when am I going to go to the zoo? When am I going to go running because of the rain? And nobody's going to recognize me as a public figure and celebrity. So, other other than that, I'll be fine this week. If there has to be another week where I'm like this, because people might have forgotten about me. I don't know how you fix it. So Margot Martin's over there with 47. So, I wonder how often and when people refer to presidents by their number. I wonder when that was a thing. Open too. But she got her new little profile. Margot Martin 47. MM. I don't know what her other jobs were other than working at the White House. So wow, she must have been top of her class in college. I should Wikipedia her. I don't know what school she went to. So I don't think she had another job other than straight to the White House. So well deserved, probably. I'm probably thinking too much into it. She probably didn't realize that her posting like that, it isn't really worth a lot. It doesn't really take a lot of talent and skill. So your college tuition paid for that phone. You're definitely getting a return on investment there. Or maybe somewhere else we're not seeing. Anyway, I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee. 1 second. So yeah, new neighbors. The house at the end of the back alley, they don't know me. That might have changed after 2021, I don't know. They haven't said as much. They park a lot in these other two houses, as you'll see. And then somebody bought that house at the other end of the back alley. So I don't think to get a real estate license, you have to have a college degree. 1 second. I'm just working really fast on this walk today. Even though, from what I know about getting a real estate license, it might be quite rigorous and like the loss and stuff like that. So, Joanne, my Uncle Rudy's ex-wife, Joanne is Lisa's mom, which I think is currently unemployed. Lisa, I don't know what she does. I don't know what her job is. Last I heard about all that, Lisa was Northside Independent School District teacher. She left. She worked for some website, which I thought was weird because every time she ever talked about her job at our family gatherings, she always went above and beyond, did a lot of extracurricular activities as a NISD teacher. So, but after COVID, I think a lot of things kind of changed. So there could always be that reason. Anyway, Joanne, Lisa's mom, she was a real estate agent. So I'm not sure what her participation was in the selling of the 10415 Ethan Allen house, which has led us to here, this neighborhood. This is a back alley. And the other, my dad's house that he used to rent out, and my grandpa's house on 211 Storywood, and I think a house across the street, and of course my grandmother's house on Sinclair was sold too. So don't worry, I didn't forget that those houses were sold. Did not forget. Anyway, The Art of the Deal was a really popular book. That's what it says on Wikipedia. So, anyway, just kind of chit chatty this morning. Not really a lot of information heavy with this morning's chit chat. What else? Yeah, I guess just another Monday, right? Another day, another dollar. 1 second. I guess another thing is Kristi Noem, two-term governor of South Dakota, technically, whose rise to fame was her COVID resistance in South Dakota, where it's really cold. Can get really cold. So, and Rand Paul, the GOP chairman of Homeland Security. So they got promotions. They got, a lot of stuff going on. I hope they didn't forget about me, because I certainly didn't forget about them. Anyway, I saw this, I was scrolling in the internet. I saw this one person say that they got COVID, and that COVID is definitely real. It's like, I don't think that was ever the issue. Is COVID real or not? Are all these people faking having the flu? Is that what you thought was happening? Or maybe it was the issue of the face mask, the not showing up to work, school, all that, the 6 feet, the public urging, government urging of washing your hands, to be clean. Huh? Hillary and Bill Clinton? What a great idea that was. So I don't think people ever doubted that COVID wasn't real. Was that the thing? They didn't think COVID was real? It was the precautions and overstep and abuse of maybe emergency declaration and prolonged emergency declaration, especially in the voting year. People have to show up wearing masks in order to stand in line to vote. I mean, Nelson Wolff, he was a county judge in San Antonio for a really long time. April of 2020, he said, I think if people want to stay home for COVID and they still want to vote, in order to get a absentee ballot, they would have to declare like a handicap or something. 1 second. So I think the issue was not, is COVID real? The issue was the fear and panic and paranoia instilled in the people, I think, was the issue. And using various means to accomplish that goal, if it was a goal. Because I know Rand Paul really talks about this gain of function, which, him being a doctor, obviously, Z-Pack, there's a lot of information already there as far as gain of function. This is something I did these past 4 years, and I'm wondering if it's something that people, when the live stream was going, that maybe people watched and maybe liked about me, is I had some knowledge about, I went to UTSA. I did not graduate, but I did have some basic knowledge in higher education science. And so when people just have a degree, and they throw their degree at you, and then they throw certain words at you, or at me at the time. I was able to challenge them. So, gain of function. This is not creating hysteria and scaring people and using fear as a means of control. Right? COVID is real. And using fear as a means of control, it's debatable. Not really that scientific. Anyway. So yeah, I think now I'm always on the lookout for somebody who touts their higher education and whatever kind of accomplishments and awards they have, a manner in which that makes them the end all be all. I mean, it's one thing to be an expert about things and all of that. It's quite another to have a degree and use that to shut other people up. And have them either not understand, not think critically, or and stuff like that. Something that I'm very kind of sensitive about. So, yeah, way to go, Kristi Noem and Rand Paul. Moving on up, Homeland Security. And Josh Hawley, I don't like him. Who is the other one? Ron Johnson? I don't like him either. So all of these three Homeland Security GOP, I don't like you. Anyway, and obviously walking through this neighborhood, just a mess of a mess over here. I mean, this, you can't really see this fence, but it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so yeah, Operation Lone Star, I guess, is something I'll try to tackle this week. I'm sure it's involved since I think it's been, was it 2021 or 2020? It was probably 2021, right? It was after we finally withdrew from Afghanistan. It wasn't wartime, but I think we were there like war ready, because I know we have bases all over the world, so it was quite a big thing, and a lot is going on with Afghanistan. So I remember being at the University Health Hospital in October of 2021, and reading about there's a lot of, I guess, refugees, which is interesting. There's an article in the San Antonio Express News. I don't really read much of the San Antonio Express News anymore, but it was a little different then. I'm not saying across the board, saying there are some journalists there that I take in high regard and respect their work, but it's a little different from 2021. I'll tell you what. But anyway, they have fun fact, they have a really cool office downtown. If you can see out past the construction, the San Antonio Express News office is cool. And their parking lot is right there. And again, another side note, I think some basketball tournament's going to be in San Antonio. Is that why all the parking got privatized? Makes sense. Anyway, I don't know where you're from, but parking in San Antonio, it really shouldn't be that big of a thing. I remember going places when we were younger in San Antonio and being like, $10 for parking. So things have definitely changed. I do have the advantage of having lived in San Antonio my whole life. So people may be trying to tell me, like, again, that kind of oh no, you're wrong, Michelle. It's you just smoke weed and you don't take things seriously and maybe have the inability to follow through on things is probably the best way to label that. Yeah, they're gonna say that to me. I'm talking about Clown Gabbard, by the way, and that branches out. But anyway, um, this whole you're gonna try to tell me how things are and that I'm mistaken or I'm forgetful. I don't know. So I've been living in San Antonio my whole life, so not really gonna fool me on that one. Anyway, 25 minutes, 26 minutes. It is 7:06 a.m. So yeah, that's my week. Got another week planned here. Unfortunately, this isn't the best lighting. Maybe this way is a little bit better. I got a little face team going on there. Anyway, yeah, so another tweet. I'm not gonna fool me on that one either. And this is something I've already addressed on social media, so that explains why not one person has recognized me. No, it doesn't. In fact, that nobody's recognized me, and then you got all the tweeting and the YouTube, all that. White House. People are gonna start to wonder. So, this is when I called him stupid. You can't have all the arguments. You gotta pick some that make sense and disregard the arguments that don't go together. You're not gonna give me nothing. Who knows? I don't know what happened these past 4 years about me and my name, but it still doesn't make sense of how I never received an income before and after 2021. So you really want to try to keep pushing this stuff on people, and I don't know, did you learn it in college? Anyway, gain of function. That's not what's happening with Margot Martin. It's a little funny. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. I guess that's that. Operation Lone Star is probably what I'm going to try to tackle this week, since I must be here without getting an employment, without anybody recognizing me as a public figure, without having any money so I can get my nails done, not live in this neighborhood, be able to go to the zoo whenever I want, have my own car. All luxuries I do not have. But don't worry, I don't think people forgot about me, or maybe I'm just being egotistical. Stupid. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good one. Annoying, but like a gnat at a barbecue. Anyway, another week here, another day, another dollar. Gain of function. Watch out for Margot Martin's gain of function, okay? My PSA. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Happy Monday.